So You Think You Could Dance is still going. It's on its, what, like 17th season or something?
How do you feel about the show?
It's a different show now, I think.
There's 17 seasons?
What was the best season?
Who's the best judge?
The best season, honestly, the best season was probably, I don't know, maybe like seasons 3 to 5 or something.
Season 1?
It wasn't my season. My season was a fucking train wreck.
Why?
Oh, yours the first one?
Well, it's the only season that had a different host. Do you guys remember that Jeff Bezos cheated on his wife with this woman named Lauren Sanchez? Of course. She was the host my season.
Oh.
Really? Did you ever ask her about Bezos?
Yeah, asked her about it back then. Yeah.
Jeff Bezos.
What'd she say?
Yeah.
Is she a dancer?
No, she was a broadcast journalist, I think, something like that. But yeah, my season was just they were just kind of freestyling it.
Because they didn't know what was going on yet.
Well, TV was different back then too. It was more like they wanted drama, so it was like I think we had producers from like Survivor or some shit like working on it to make it like crazy. But yeah, something just happened on there. They had to let one of the judges go.
Which
You hear about that? Mm-hmm. Matthew Morrison.
Who's that?
From Glee.
Who's that?
Looks like this.
Did they uncover some tweets?
Oh yeah, he's the curly-haired fucking Glee. I remember that.
Yeah. Must have been credited incorrectly.
Curly hair, fuck.
Dude, I just remember. Every time I saw a Glee commercial, I was like, "Damn, that guy has a even more punchable face than me somehow."
Yeah, so he was a judge on the panel. They had to let him go because of he had an inappropriate. They're gonna call it inappropriate relationship. What he calls it was that he was just texting a contestant, and in his text, I guess like the person felt uncomfortable, thought it was like a late night flirty type of thing.
What'd he say? You want to go get some orange juice?
No, it was like he just said he wanted to discuss some things.
But did he have to meet face to face?
It was
It was
very
a very
vague.
vague
Yeah. It was very vague.
text.
What was it like?
Was it a wiki?
It was just like, "Hi, this is Matthew. Would love to connect and talk about some things or something." I'm paraphrasing.
And he said it was because that person that was a contestant had expressed interest in a particular choreographer that
Right.
he actually knew. So he thought he could connect them, but he didn't say that. He just like said that vague, little thing.
Yeah.
And no one knows that that's really what he said because he recorded a video of himself like explaining like, yeah, this is all I said as I quote, and he starts reading it, but he doesn't like show it. He's just like, hello. He's like not fucking showing it to you. But I do know, at least from when I was on there, it doesn't matter what you're saying, you just can't be talking
It's a
to
breach
them.
of contract, regardless.
Yeah,
so it
you just
doesn't
can't-
matter.
So judges can't talk to contestants, just period. Because it does seam kind of shady.
Not off of set, not like personally like that.
Yeah. Because like, what if they're being like, "Hey, I'll let you win number one if you give me some money," or like whatever.
I mean, it's also just like a standard and practices thing. It's like every show that exists on TV, there's like supposed to be a dividing line so to keep fairness.
How about former contestants?
I don't think that matters. It's like more if you're in the contest.
Yeah.
It's like if you're like it's like playing it's like playing fucking Wheel of Fortune. You're having a side conversation with Pat Sajak.
Sure, and if he really did want to help this dancer out, he could have had his team reach out to this person and they could have connected this choreographer together. Like, it didn't have to be him.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like, I bet you weren't texting the fucking ABDC judges and shit.
I mean, they could talk to you if you're there, but that's the whole point. Is that you're just even when I was on So You Think, you just can't like. You just can't do that. I mean, even Smack when she tried out for So You Think, and Dietrich's was a judge, and it's like we're all like the connection's so close. Even then, you can't just be hanging out or talking.
Because that's a competition.
It's a
like,
competition.
yeah, it's
You
biased.
gotta like preserve fairness. But the main thing is another reason why they even have that rule in place is so this shit doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So he can't use his power to flirt.
Well, just if you even have to explain to the public, guys, this is what I was saying. It's like you're past the point of fucking up already.
It's not what you think it
It
is.
doesn't even matter the context
It
at
does-
that
exactly.
point. Like,
Yeah,
you've
the
already
perception.
breached your contract,
Yeah.
therefore conversation's ended.
Is it a crime though to make friends?
Yeah,
Not a,
I would
What's
say.
the point of like breached contract?
You know what I mean?
Don't we understand?
Couldn't have waited until after the show.
Nope, because I'm friendly.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not like she can immediately go to work. She's still in the fucking competition.
Who did he text? Was it a big titty lady?
Was it a who?
A big titty lady?
Okay.
Do we need? That's the missing variable.
That's critical information.
That's a part of the evidence though. If I was in court and Steve was like, Exhibit A, this is who he texted, big titty lady, and then I would be like, Oh, he's guilty, dude. This fool's so guilty.
Yep.
Or if he was texting me, you'd be like, it's all fine.
Objection.
I'm like-
Small T.
On what grounds?
Oh my
Cup
god.
size.
Hearsay.
I would pull a bag off of Nick, a reveal sheet off of Nick, and he was not texting a big titty lady, clearly.
And then he goes like this, flat chest, and then turns sideways.
See? Profile for the jury, please. Thank you.
So I think what he did was just a basic breach. It's so freaking basic, and you would only do this if you really thought you wouldn't get in trouble. Like, you think you're untouchable.
You think this guy's stupid?
You think Matthew Morrison's like, I'm untouchable, I'm a god in this city?
I was on Glee!
That's another thing right there. It's like you're not some new guy to the industry. You've been working here for so freaking long. Yeah. And you've been on good shows. You understand that there is lines drawn between different departments and people.
Why even put yourself in that position though?
He's been a judge for a while.
No, they just started the season.
Cutie fucked up since
I think he was trying to
started.
get at that person. I think
he was trying to, holler.
what you think?
I think so.
because why else would he cross that?
Show the text messages.
He won't show it. He just
Show him. If you got nothing to hide, show him.
He was beating it up, I think, on Glee a little bit. Because him and Leah Michelle apparently had a thing.
Who?
Wow.
Leah Michelle, the chick from Glee.
Really?
The lead on Glee. She was the kid on the show and he was the teacher on the show. And he was beating it up.
Oh, shit.
Significantly, yeah.
Significantly.
He dips his pen in the company ink.
No, he was beating it up.
Oh, beating it up.
Yeah.
That's
Big
a different
time.
connotation.
Yeah, significant amounts.
That's different.
That's why you're not supposed to fuck your coworkers, dude. That's wrong.
You don't shit where you eat.
Huh?
Where did you get that information?
Oh, Leah talked about it.
Oh, openly
Wow.
said it.
Yeah.
There you go.
I think she had a book or something. I don't know. I wasn't really listening to her mouth. You know what I mean?
Oh God.
Supporters of women.
Oh yeah. That's right. No. I don't remember exactly where I heard it.
Oh, we believe.
Out of character.
Oh look. We believe all women.
We're gonna pull it up. We're gonna pull it up. Steve's gonna find it.
Yeah, I'm finding it.
So I also don't think it. I mean, I know there's like kind of a stigma that exists over like Glee people that they're kind of like.
Are they weird?
No, they've had a lot of fucking tragedy. Like.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like the girl that passed away in the river.
Naya Rivera.
And the dude that killed himself, and the dude that got caught with child porn to like a magnitude never
Mark
Leah Michelle admits she dated Glee co-star Matthew Morrison, a curly-headed fuck.
From Entertainment Weekly.
That's what they said.
There you go. Boom.
And they said it on record. He's a curly-headed fuck.
He was a girly head fuck.
Is that on Variety?
Now I believe it.
I super judge all of the people that do these shows where they appear so clean cut because I feel like that's
It's a
like
dead giveaway.
that's like repression, you know.
They're
That's like-
acting. It's not real.
it's not
Like Bob Saget, like that kind of look.
And then when he comes out, he's just like hardcore, you know.
He was a hardcore comedian.
He was. But he was also a little bit too known for being America's dad and stuff. And so it was kind of a little edgelordian, like sometimes, the way he would come out and be like, no, I say fuck a lot. I'm saying fuck right now. See this?
Oh, I see.
He played into
He dialed it back later, but I remember in the 90s he was really trying to do a lot of that because he was really like kind of figuring out his image still because he was like conflicted about all that shit. It was pretty interesting.
I'm actually a comic, guys.
So you guys, everywhere there's a consensus here that you guys are all convinced that this dude was trying to hit on her. Like it wasn't the.
Well, especially if the pretense is not to talk to the contestants.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
I know that I don't know.
Yeah.
All I know is that you breached a contract. You've been in this game long enough to know.
Yeah.
And why even put yourself in that position?
I like to blindly accuse.
Yeah, you should.
So
Yeah.
for me, I'm like, he's guilty, dude.
Guilty.
He's guilty of breaching the contract. That's what he's guilty of.
You guys have no empathy.
I'll say this.
He's guilty
Call
of.
for jury duty.
why do you
Immediately like dismissed.
Your Honor, I like to
Like,
blindly.
At least I'm up front.
How you get out of jury duty?
The judge will go, I like this straight shooter.
I like him. Yeah, you're on.
I'll be part of the legal team. Okay, yeah, sure.
We all know that he likes to fuck at work, right?
Yep.
Because of Lily.
He likes to shit where he eats. This guy.
So that's what I'm saying. So that makes it more likely that he was, in fact, fishing for some fresh.
Evidence is good.
Yeah, you know what?
But you know what? I feel like I want to be a proponent for friendship. And you guys have no heart. You have no empathy.
Okay.
It's a different joke.
You're a superstar. Already have friends. Have your own friends.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking.
Come to set with your friends
Stop
already.
being a cuck.
Yeah.
trying to connect with the simple people. Bro, he's trying to connect with the simple people, the normal people.
I just don't think he ever thought it would get out. Like, I don't think he would ever think that it would be a situation.
How did it get out?
She came forward.
See, this is why
You should ask before making an assumption.
Not when you blindly accuse.
He's got a reptile ball.
This is right. Standards.
This is my thing, okay?
She came forward and said that he made her uncomfortable. So then Fox did their own investigation. So that's a key thing right there. They didn't just go, okay. No, they did their own investigation. At the end of it, they came to the decision that you need to go.
But what if he was right about to talk about his feelings, and then she...
So the dots are just blinking on his texts.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter though. He
Right.
signed a contract, and I think that's
Yeah.
where the line is drawn.
And we're on the same team. I'm with you.
Before the detail that it was a girl came out, the headline already came out that like, Matthew Morrison is leaving the show due to breaching his contractual obligations as a judge. That's all it said. Everybody was like, he probably was trying to hit on somebody. And then this came out later.
And they're like, oh yeah, that was true.
I'm just mad about the breaching the contract. That's what I'm mad about.
He's upset because he thinks like if you go to his social media, like everyone on there is like, if there's a picture of his wife, they're like, really? You don't think she's pretty enough? You couldn't just be satisfied with that? You gotta go out and try to
I'm
like.
not doing that, dude.
He's got tons of shit. Even like even articles about this at the top of the header. It'll say trigger warning, Matthew Morrison.
No.
His name is a fucking trigger warning. Really?
Hey, it triggered me years ago, but in a different way.
You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go on my Instagram. I'm gonna comment on the picture of him and his wife and say, "You shouldn't have breached contract." That's all I'm gonna say. That's it, bro. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, bro. Hey, you shouldn't have breached contract. By the way, big fan.
Big fan. Big fan.
Love season 3. Season 3 was my favorite episode. Season.
Before we discuss this, I just want to say trigger warning for people who are not into breaching contracts. You turn this video off.
We gotta turn the camera off.
Video off.